With much of the world currently under lockdown due to COVID-19, many of us are having to interact with our friends, family and colleagues virtually instead of meeting face to face. But does our brain process these virtual interactions differently to those in person? We spoke to one of our members, Mark Dallas, Associate Professor and Physiologist at the University of Reading, to find out more. He explained that we generally associate social interaction with verbal communication, but non-verbal cues, such as how someone is sitting or the hand gestures they are making, are also very important in helping our brains interpret a social situation. Body language provides a rich source of non-verbal information for our brains in face-to-face meetings, but when communicating virtually, this source of information is almost completely lost. This means that when communicating virtually, our brains are processing a very different set of information compared to a face-to-face meeting. Because of this, when communicating virtually, it can be harder to retain information, given that our brain is starved of some types of information. This can also have an impact on our decision-making processes. Communicating virtually can also impact on how the brain interprets different scenarios, because body language provides our brain with lots of information related to the emotion and context of a situation. Without these social cues, it's also harder for your brain to pick up on audience reaction, so it can be difficult to adapt your message based on their emotional response. This lack of information, specifically about body language, can have a host of effects on our physiology. For example, in a face-to-face meeting, your brain might pick up on body language cues that suggest that someone is angry at you. This can then make you feel anxious, which will increase your breathing rate and heart rate, but the same might not happen during a virtual meeting. But is there a way that we can trick our brains into making virtual social interactions feel more real? Unfortunately, not yet. But you can help your brain make the most of the audio and visual information received during a virtual meeting by limiting other distractions for your brain, such as checking emails during a meeting.